Good morning. So sorry I'm late. It is our fall break starting tomorrow here in Atlanta, Georgia, and my daughter woke up and wasn't feeling well and said she didn't want to go to school. And so I went about my day, and then she popped up and said there was something she couldn't miss and she needed me to drop her off. And I'm like, my day's planned. I have a full calendar. Part of working from home is your kids think you don't have a job and you can just do anything at any time, where actually my calendar is usually every hour booked. Bam, bam, bam. That's how I run my life. Anyway, sorry for being late. Welcome to Thursday. Today we're going to talk about spearfishing off birthdays. This whole entire month we're discussing adding because, hold on, let me fix my camera. Sending friend invites is of utmost importance if you want to grow an audience. So do not expect people to send you friend requests. The people who are sending you friend requests are direct sellers from other companies. If you want to find all the customers you could ever need right here on Facebook, you have to send friend requests every single day. In my company, we train 25 friend requests a day. That'll get you about 10 accepts on average a day. We'll give you an extra 300 eyes on your post per month. That's a really great way to build your business. And that's how I went from 200 friends on Facebook to 6 figures. I basically very quickly went from 200 friends to 4,500 friends in a very short amount of time. And then I actually dug a little bit deeper, filtered my friends for active versus inactive and started removing those inactive people. And if you want to know how I do that, let me know down below. That's an app that I use. And it's really insightful to find out who is active on your Facebook page. I mean, your profile. You can see active friends versus inactive, and you have people who are not comment on your stuff. Get them off. So I'm constantly adding and deleting all the time. I think we talked about deleting on Tuesday, but in case I forgot to say that, make sure you're deleting your friend request once a month. So at the beginning of the month, you're going to go into your sent friend requests. So you go into friends, your friends, and then sent requests, and you're going to go all the way to the bottom and you're going to delete all of them up until, I usually leave about 50. Because that's just the last, few days of friend request, right? You leave 100 because that's the last 4 days. And sometimes people take over a week to check their friend requests. So you can decide how many friend requests to leave. If you're doing 25 a day and you want to leave, 200 requests, that'll be 8 days. And then you know that you gave people enough time to accept, but your unaccepted friend requests are hurting your algorithm. So if you've never deleted your unaccepted friend request, you probably have thousands of people who have not accepted your friend request, and Facebook looks at that as nobody wants to be your friend, and I'm not going to show anybody your posts. So if you want to boost your algorithm immediately, go clean up those unaccepted friend requests. And then this is how I add from birthday. So we say happy birthday every single day to every birthday person, correct? Nod your head, yes. You're not asking them to buy your stuff. You're not sending them a link. You're not saying, happy birthday, I'll give you 10% off if you buy something today. No. You can say, happy birthday, I'd love to put you in a drawing for a free a free product. Every month I tell people, hey, if you want to jump in my group, I give a free whitening toothpaste away every single month for everybody in a drawing for everybody whose birthdays are in October. Here's a link if you want to jump in, but I hope you have a great day. You can do something like that. I wouldn't send that immediately. I would say happy birthday. And if they reply, then you say, I hope your day was amazing. By the way, if you want a chance at a free whitening toothpaste, hop in my group. I do a drawing for all the birthday people in October. But I wouldn't just send that as a happy birthday message. Your happy birthday message should be, happy birthday, Sarah. I hope you have the most amazing day today. Just wanted to pop over and make sure I wished you a happy birthday. Something like that. So, and if they ghost you, if they don't open it, if they just heart it, if they don't reply, then you're not going to ask them to join your group. Are you going to go up to somebody at Publix who's never talked to you and be like, hey, you want to join my Facebook group? No, you're not. But if you're talking to them back and forth, you're like, hey, you know what? I have a bunch of people in my group who I think you'd really enjoy. I'd love to send you an invite. Is that okay? Just Interact with these people virtually exactly how you would in person. And if you wouldn't do it in person, don't freaking do it on social media. If you would not do it in person, do not do it here, okay? So birthdays, here's how you spearfish. So everybody gets a notification of whose birthday it is. So the people who are active on Facebook are usually saying happy birthday to the person whose birthday it is. So that gives you a very nice list to look through of people who are active on social media already. Okay, so how many times have you friended somebody, they've talked to you, and then they're like, oh, I really don't post on social media, and then you go and you look at their page, and sure enough, they haven't posted anything since May of 2020. These people are not people that you want to interact with. First of all, they're not posting, they're not seeing your stuff. They're not going to be somebody who can share a product shout out for you if they buy, and they probably won't see your post, so they're not going to buy anyway. And so should that person be clogging up one of your 5,000 spaces, which by the way, you shouldn't have more than 3,500 friends. If I haven't said that, there's a sweet spot. It's about 3,500. Anytime you get close to 5,000 friends, Facebook knows that you're spamming, that you're selling, and it will downgrade your posts. That's not a tried and true rule. That's not documented anywhere, but all of us who have been on Facebook for a while believe this to be true. 3,500 friends. Be deleting and accepting in that range, okay? If you're creeping up to 4,500, time to start getting rid of, and you're going to get rid of all your inactive people. So go into your birthdays. When you say happy birthday, send them a birthday, and then later on that night, you can't do this in the morning because not everybody has been on there, but at night, you can go back into your birthdays and you can go into their Facebook profile, and you can see all of these people who are wishing happy birthday. So my favorite people to look at are the people who are posting an image or doing a color block. I actually really just try to do a color block because those people already know how to work social media. So when if they see something, if I friend them and they accept and I chat with them a little bit in Messenger and they start seeing my posts and then they want something of mine, or bonus if they want to join my business, when I say, hey, put up a color block, an engagement post so we can get your algorithm going before we put up a post, they're not going to say, how do you do that? They're not going to say, I don't know what a color block is. They're going to already know how to do it because you saw them. They already did it. So it's a good way to sort through a whole pile of people who are active on Facebook, know how to use the bells and whistles, and are looking to be social on social media. So when they join your team and you say, hey, you need to wish everybody happy birthday, they're going to be like, oh, I do that all the time anyway. Great. They're already primed and ready to be a great social seller. They just need your platform. They just need your compensation plan. They just need your coaching in order to get to the goal that they want to get to, right? So they could even be another direct seller who's not happy where they are. 40% of direct sellers are not happy where they are. Do we know this? 40%. 40% are posting and talking about how great their life is and they're hitting all these goals, and they're not. They're acting as if, they're showing up on Facebook as if, and if they don't have the coaching and the mentorship that they need to grow, they're going to go find somebody else to join. That's how it works. So be the one that they join. Be the one that's cheering them on. Be the one who has inboxed them and told them how amazing that their last post was. Make sure you're spearfishing for these people. If they're selling something else, who cares? A lot of times people sell multiple things. Like I'll find reps, and I don't necessarily recommend this because you can't get to six figures focusing on more than one product, more than one company. You cannot. Like it's virtually impossible to be doing that much business activity, posting, engaging, and follow up. Your volume is split however many ways. So if you have 3 companies, your volume is split 3 ways versus if you were just getting that much volume and that much activity in one company, yeah, you'd hit goals, you'd go on trips, and you would hit 6 figures. But when you're splitting your focus multiple different ways, all you're doing is diluting your volume. And when you are, if you're pumping out 10,000 volume points a month, but it's in 5 companies, you're not hitting goals in any of them. But imagine if you were doing 10,000 volume points in one company. That's how we get to 6 figures, by the way. That's kind of the magic number of for you to earn 6 figures as a retail seller. That's kind of the sweet spot. I've heard from other sellers that that's kind of, 10,000 volume points ish in your personal volume. Your volume of you and your customers will get you around a 6-figure income. But if you're doing that in multiple companies, you may be able to pull out a nice little amount of income, but you're not going to hit ranks and you're not going to go on trips. And why do all this work if you can't hit ranks and go on trips, you guys? Like, the ranks are where the big money is. The ranks are where the legacy income is. The ranks are where you are helping other women earn the money that can change their life. That's where the ranks are. And the trips, oh my God, 2 a year. I mean, some companies only do 1 a year. We're very blessed. We get access to 2. So look at what your last trip is. Decide, do I want to split my volume points against 4 companies, or do I want to put all my effort and all my time into one and really grow that business? But when you're looking for people on birthdays, you're looking for people who are posting on somebody's birthday. I like to look for the color blocks or an image. I mean, the images are like, I don't know. Color blocks I like because those are less likely to be an autoresponder. So I don't know if you know, but we have autoresponders that do birthdays for you automatically. And yes, they'll put an image up. And so I'm looking for those people. And then I send them a friend request. And then as soon as they accept, I say, hey, I just love what you're doing. But I don't send them a friend request until I go check out their profile. I check out their profile. Are they posting? Right? You guys can write this down. Here's how to determine, should I send somebody a friend request? Are they posting? Are they sharing? If they're sharing, if all of their posts are shares, do not send them a friend request. They're not going to see anything anyway. And if they want to help you, no one's going to see it. And if they join your team, they're going to probably keep sharing. And if you share, your algorithm is terrible. If you haven't seen that, that's the very first thing I say, stop doing this first. The first thing you need to stop doing when you want to sell on social media is stop sharing. You want people to share your stuff. You're not sharing other people's stuff. No, and no. So stop sharing, but you want to see, are they sharing? The answer should be no. Are they posting? The answer should be yes, multiple times a day, at least once a day, multiple times. Are they creating their own content? Yes. And is it somebody who you think you have something in common with? I like to look for, basically I audit their Facebook page the same way I do an audit for my team. And if you haven't looked at that training, it is in the guides, how to audit a Facebook page. And actually down below in the comments, if you say audit, I will audit your Facebook page. Not on this one. Go to that one, watch the video, audit your own Facebook page, and then say audit, and I'll go look and I'll give you the insight that I give if you are on my team. So I basically audit their Facebook page is what I do. And if they hit all those things, I'm sending them a friend request. And then after they accept, I send them a message. Hey, I see Julie watching. Hey, Julie, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. Or I say, thanks so much for the connection. I just really love the last post you did about blah, 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 blah. I think we're very like-minded. I had to send a friend request. I just need more of that kind of energy in my feed. So you want to go and you want to give a couple of compliments. You want to tell why you felt drawn to them, okay? You're not going to probably send the same message to every person because some people, like, if I send somebody a friend request and they have a donkey, I'm going to be like, oh my God, your donkey is so cute. I wanted to see them in my feed every single day. So I had to send a request. Or if they have kids the same age, it looks like we have kids the same age, or we live in the same place, or we're in the same industry, or I can't believe you're 60 and your skin is beautiful. I have to watch what you do, whatever. So you want to say something, say hi. Every single person in your friend list should have a message from you in their inbox. And birthdays, by the way, is a great way to see if you've done this. So when you're saying happy birthday to people, I don't do it on their profile. I do that in Messenger. And I'm looking to make sure I already have a conversation with them. So I say happy birthday. And when they reply, then I have it looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like we connected over a year ago and I haven't stopped by to say hello. What have you been up to? I'm asking them questions. If it's the happy birthday and that's the first message because I forgot to send them a thanks for the connection message, I say, oh my gosh, I'm so ashamed. I don't even know where we came across, but it looks like I've never said anything to you to your birthday. So happy birthday again. I hope it was an amazing day. Tell me what you did. And so I ask them a question. So I like to say happy birthday in the morning, and then I like to follow up with them in the evening and ask if they had, like, was it fun? Like they'll say, oh, I'm going out to dinner with my husband. The next day I'll say, what did you guys end up having? Food is my love language. Or if they're in town, where did you guys eat? I'm looking for a new restaurant. So you don't want to just say happy birthday to game the algorithm. You want to say happy birthday to start a conversation. So if you have 5 or 6 birthdays a day, 10, whatever it is, 2, you want to have a full conversation with these people. What do you do? How long have you lived there? How old are your kids? Get them talking. If they don't say anything after the happy birthday, of course you can't do this, but if they come back and they tell you what they did because you asked, are you doing anything for you today? And they tell you, that evening or the next day, reply to that and say, oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun. What's your favorite restaurant, or what's your favorite meal, or how old are your kids, or how long have you been doing that? Oh, I see you're in Atlanta. How long have you lived there? Ask them questions, start a conversation, start a back and forth. The conversation is going to get your post pushed into their feed, and then over days, continue the conversation. Continue the conversation for several days until they've seen several things, and see if they react to anything. If they love or like any of your posts, your OMG post, your recruiting post, any kind of post about your product, your curiosity posts, any of those, like FOMO posts, gratitude posts, any of those, then you are going to reach out and be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for stopping by and loving on my post. I really appreciate it. Curious, were you just cheering me on, or would you like more information about what I'm doing over here? Okay, so that's how you end up with a conversation. You talk to them about their life. They get to know you. They get to like you, and they get to trust you. They start engaging and interacting on your stuff that should be curiously related to your business or your opportunity. And then when they do, you go over and say thank you that they stopped by and took the time to give a like or a love, or even better, a comment. And curious, have you ever thought about doing this? That's how you talk to everyone about the business. They don't have to buy a product from you to talk about the business. Some people show up in this business to work the business. Money is the product. Okay? So your business opportunity is your very first product. For me, I like to talk about the business first, product second. I like to do that. I like to talk about the business first. So get in a habit of taking whatever business conversations you have, whatever birthday conversations you are starting, and move those conversations into a good 7-10 day stretch. If you have to put them on a spreadsheet, put them on a spreadsheet. You can go into each person's profile. You can hit the 3 little dots, go down to the very bottom, hit copy link, and you can put that link in a spreadsheet, and you can have a list that's a spreadsheet. Bonus if it's a Google Doc, because then you can take it with you like a Google Sheet. And then you click on that link, it takes you straight to their Facebook page. You can engage on their Facebook page. You can inbox them another question so that you can keep the ball rolling with the conversation. So if you're just saying happy birthday to people and you're not spearfishing and inviting people to come over and be your friend, and if you're not using those birthday conversations to move toward a business conversation, you're missing out. We don't say happy birthday to you just to say happy birthday. We're doing it for all kinds of reasons. We want to game the algorithm to show our posts. We want to spearfish off their friends, figure out who's active on social media and send them a friend request. And we want to move that conversation into a place where we can naturally and organically ask them about the business. So that is how I spearfish off birthdays. It is a fun way to meet a lot of new people. It's a fun way to get your 25 invites to friend requests in every day. If you don't feel comfortable doing the DMO where it's, on Mondays it says add 5 friends from 5 new friends. If you don't feel comfortable doing it that way, do it off birthdays. If you don't feel comfortable doing it off that way, go into groups. If you haven't seen my training on that, adding from groups, it's in the guides. So there's all different ways why you can hit that 25. There's no reason why we shouldn't hit 25 friend requests, you guys. There's no reason. Don't do them back to back. Don't get yourself put in jail. Don't randomly go into a group and just add everybody. You don't know if they have an active page. You don't know if they're going to hack your Facebook page. You don't know who they are. Go in and look at their profile. Would I talk to this person in the line at Publix? If it's a no, don't send them a friend request. It's not a numbers game. You want people who are going to get to know, like, and trust you. And if you friend some weirdo that you don't have anything in common with, they're not going to get to know you. They're definitely not going to like you. And then there's going to be no trust. So it's a worthless invite. So that's how we're going to spearfish. Let me know down below what you guys have been doing for adding. How have you got new views on your post every single month on Facebook? Put your little hacks below. I'd love to share some secrets if I don't know them. And you guys have an amazing Thursday. Bye, y'all.